Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, I greet you with the greeting, word of peace, the Islamic greeting, the greeting of people of Jannah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In the previous reminders, we talk about Islamic banking system, the basic information. We also talk on how to get rid of Riba, interest money given to you by conventional banks. Today, bi'idhnillahi tabaraka ta'ala, we will talk on how do Islamic credit cards work. In this era, credit cards have become part of people's lives. In most of the countries of the world, if not all, people cannot do the essential things without credit cards. For us Muslims, this is a spending season. Ramadan and Eid are coming. For that, I think it is important to touch on this important subject. There are three types of credit cards issued by both Islamic banks and conventional banks, namely debit card, charge card, and credit card. Debit card, we call it in Arabic بطاقة الحسم الفوري أو بطاقة الحسم العاجل. Our scholars use the term or the word al-hasm instead of al-khasm because the term al-hasm is more accurate than the word al-khasm in this regard. With this card, you spend only what you have in your account. You can use this card to withdraw cash, to buy goods, etc. Charge card, we call it in Arabic بطاقة الائتمان والحسم الآجل. This card provides you a credit facility up to certain limits, up to certain ceiling. Let's say $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, it depends, for a specified period of time. The difference between debit card and credit card: debit card, you have to spend from your own money. You have to spend from your account, the money that you have. Charge card, you may have money in your account and you may not have money in your account. You may have $1 in your account and the bank may give you credit of $50,000. This for charge card. So this is the difference. And then the third one is the credit card. This card provides you a revolving credit facility within the credit limits and credit period determined by the issuer of the card. Question number one: what is the Islamic law ruling on these cards? As far as debit card is concerned, it is permissible to issue debit card provided there is no interest involved. Question number two: is there any charge for using the debit card? The answer is yes. A customer can be charged for withdrawing cash. For Islamic banks, they charge you for using the services, ATM machine, etc. A customer can be charged for purchasing, buying another currency through another institution. Also, there is something called fee, issuing fee. When the bank issue debit card for you, they can charge you fee for that. Charge card, from the Shari'ah standpoint, it is permissible to issue charge card as long as there is no interest involved. Means, if the customer delays to pay the amount he's supposed to pay in time, he will not be charged interest. The difference between Islamic charge card and conventional charge card: conventional charge card, they charge interest if the customer failed to pay the amount he's supposed to pay in time. As far as Islamic banking is concerned, there is no interest to be charged. Rather, Islamic banks emphasize on guarantees in order to avoid charging interest. What about credit card? Credit card, from the Shari'ah standpoint, it is permissible to issue credit cards, provided no interest involved, as we said in charge card. When if the customer delay to pay the amount he's supposed to pay in time, there should be no charge of interest. Conventional banks, they charge interest for that. This is the difference. Question number 3. Can we use credit card to withdraw cash? The answer is yes. For Islamic banks, when you use your credit card to withdraw cash, Islamic bank charge you what we call flat fee, fixed fee, proportionate to the service offered. As for conventional banks, they charge you interest for withdrawing cash immediately, because the amount you withdraw is considered to be a loan, a qard, for both banks. But Islamic bank charge you a fixed fee, flat fee, for the services proportionate for the services the Islamic banks offer to you. They don't charge interest for that. Question number 4. Is it allowed to charge cash card holder fees? The answer is there are what we call membership fees, renewal fees, and replacement fees. Because for Islamic banks, these fees are to cover actual services provided for you or provided to you by Islamic bank. As for conventional banks, they charge interest for whatever transactions you do with the conventional cards. What about the commission? Sometimes there are some commission to be paid. Let's say you use your card to go and buy something from a company or from supermarket, wherever. According to our scholars, the place or the party accepting the card, he will pay commission to the bank, to the Islamic bank, not you, the holder of the card. Sometimes we may go and buy something. Let's say you buy a car. The price of the car is 100,000. If you pay cash is 100,000, but if you use your credit card, you want to pay with your credit card, the price will be 102,000. The seller will tell you that I have to pay bank commission, so I will charge you that commission. According to our scholars, that 2,000 is not acceptable from Sharia perspectives. What he's supposed to do, if the car is 100,000 and he wants to charge you that 2,000, he should put it, make the whole amount as 102,000, not to separate them, to put them together instead of separating them. So, my brothers and sisters in Islam, the difference between Islamic credit cards and the conventional credit cards are: number 1, Islamic credit cards, no interest to be charged. Number 2, if there is any money put as collateral as in the case of charge cards, sometimes the bank may need some money to be put in the account and they can hold it as collateral. Islamically, according to our scholars, that money should not to be left in the current account, should be put in the investment account to be invested. Number 3, a customer cannot use Islamic credit cards for non-halal activity. Means you cannot use Islamic credit card to buy alcohol, to buy anything which is not halal in Islam. If this condition is violated by a customer, Islamic banks, they have every right to cancel or to withdraw the card from you. There are another issue that many people have misconception about it, is that they take conventional credit cards saying that I will pay in time in order not to pay the interest. This is a misconception. First of all, our scholars said this contract is null. A Muslim is not allowed to enter into a contract whereby he is obliged to pay interest. For you, by signing the conventional credit cards contract, you accept to pay interest in case you delay in payment. This is not acceptable for a Muslim to involve in, because you don't control your future, what is going to happen. You may be able to pay and you may not be able to pay, so you will end up paying interest. You don't control your situation, so you may end up paying the interest, which is not acceptable. That's why our scholars said you don't have to enter into, it's not acceptable to enter into such agreement by saying I accept to pay interest. But what about those who are living in countries where there is no Islamic banking system? Our scholars said if there is no any alternative, no Islamic banking, they have no choice but to take the conventional credit cards, because their lives will get stuck without credit cards. They can go to the hospitals, they can rent a car, sometimes they cannot buy food, they cannot do anything in some countries without credit cards. Our scholars said in this case we can consider that as necessity, darura, so they can take the conventional credit cards, provided they have to make sure that always they put aside the amount or the payment amount aside, so in order to be to stay away from paying interest, to make sure always they have the amount to pay when the time comes to pay, in order to protect themselves and to stay away from paying interest. So under necessity, for those who are living in countries where there is no Islamic banking, it is allowed for them to do that. My brothers and sisters in Islam, Islamic finance system, as we explained before, evolved around prohibition of interest, riba. It is an alternative presented or provided for you by our scholars and Muslim economists. So do not pay attention to those who say there is no difference between Islamic banks and conventional banks. It's just only using the terms. This is not true, because as we said before, they are under the supervision of central banks of the countries with different regulations. For you as Muslim, since you have the alternative, clear your conscience. Deal with Islamic banks, deal with Islamic banks, and leave the rest, the responsibility, to those who are in charge of Islamic banks. For you, just clear your consciousness, clear your conscience as Muslims. This is the alternative. I'm going to use it.